Hey guys, it's Decepticoop here. I'm back. That's very exciting for you guys, obviously. I've been gone for a while. I apologize for my hiatus. YouTube has just kind of taken a back burner as I lost interest and I've been pursuing Twitch and school and that sort of thing. So I've just been busy. Um, so that's why you haven't seen an upload in almost a year. Uh, that being said, I've been streaming a lot on Twitch, twitch.tv/Decepticoop. It'll be on screen and in the description. So if you want more Decepticoop content, which you obviously do, you're probably going to want to visit that and follow and maybe subscribe if you have a free Twitch gaming subscription. That's what they call it now. As for this video, I'll end the intro in a second here. This is a gameplay of What Remains of Edith Finch. This is part 1 of 2 that I will be uploading to my channel. The other one should be live by the time you finish this video. Yeah, this is taken directly from my stream. So if you see some stream on chat, chat stream, sorry, on top of the video, then you know where it's from. You too could be part of that if you go to twitch.tv/Decepticoop. Alright, without further ado, here is the phenomenal artistic masterpiece known as What Remains of Edith Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about it.
Let's try that.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning, with the house.
Yeah, what up, Jeff? What up, Ham Jam 98? Once again, I've not played this game at all, so that's why I keep going into the settings. So I apologize.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Dude, it actually looks so nice. It's $8, so it's gotta be like an indie game, right? Like this isn't... Okay, I can zoom. You got it, you got it.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I don't know if I was supposed to close it there.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Interesting game. Alright, so, this girl's name is most likely... God, I forgot the name of the game. Something Finch. Something Finch. Sandman, I'm gonna say thank you again for the sub. Oh, the letters fell. KD. Is that a... I was like, that's flowers.
In her will, my mother left
Edith.
me a key,
There we
but
go.
didn't
Thank
tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
This is a tough decision. I'll take the high road and you take the low road. How about that? Probably go to the same place. Probably go to the same place. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Those aren't hoof prints. That's just recessed rock. I don't know what she's talking about. I found the culprit of the hoof prints. Stab with my key. Oh, he's gone. I can't jump.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I mean, it looks really cool.
As a child,
It's
the
like a
house
Hello
made me
Neighbor type beat.
uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now,
I can see
as a
why.
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Alright. I'm 17. Me and the character, we homies. Hello? Hello?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Thought I had a key.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Makes sense.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
The design is actually
But
incredible.
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Beloved brother, son of Dawn. So Dawn's the mother, but absent father? Yeah, no dad. After he died, it was just the girls.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
So many books, bro. The craziest thing is, I feel like, besides something like those brown books with the spines, they work around it a lot by just having the pages turned out and not the spines. But they have to make, maybe not individual models, they probably make the clumps of books, but they have to give them each different titles, or most of them titles.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Wait, his name's Milton? I thought it was Eddie. I'm right. Yeah, it was Eddie. Milton. What kind of a name is Milton? If only I knew how to interact with things in this game. I figured it out, by the way.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Is the text reflecting in the brass? Oh, that's crazy.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank? Because they're on the coast?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Oh, it's wine. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god, that's so
My
sad.
mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone
Grandma's
off,
famous.
killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I heard something. Had to check.
After Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I want to take this up. Alright, I won't.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh. Huh.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
I guess it's birthday and death day.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Like his corpse? Or like what are we talking here? How creepy. Weird picture to have framed. Bugs, nice. That's the same picture.
Barbara
Ooh.
was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
She died at 16. Swift? What'd it do? What'd it do, Swift? Oh god, there's another floor. Hold on. I'm going over here first. Oh! Oh!
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Oh. That's the back of the room.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
He works.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
So she's a bug nerd. 47. About 2010.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh no. Oh no!
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, that was... I don't eat the fish, right? I just leave.
about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Alright, Christopher's a homie. I'm glad we don't eat him. I don't eat the starfish. Okay. Oh. There's a door here.
I kept eating and eating.
Wait.
I ate a lot of things that night.
That definitely kills you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like 80% sure
Then
that
I
would
heard
just kill
chirping
you.
outside my window.
Oh, wait.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Oh.
I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh, that's cool. Gato.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I get him. Oh. I feel like Winston, dude. Jump mechanics are the exact same. Dude, Minecraft parkour really pays off here.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, I have to get a mouse. Yeah. I hear it.
Rabbits.
Yankees! Mine now. I feel really bad about
his
this.
face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
I don't want to eat a mom. I don't want to eat a mom, dude. Oh, I'm eating a mom.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Hey, what the shark doing? Okay, I like this.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I have to put her out of her misery. I feel so bad. How did I miss?
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
I'm a monster, dude. Rawr, you know what I'm saying?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
He gone!
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, belly with a rusty razor, belly with a rusty razor.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Do I come out of the toilet and into her room? Oh no, I totally do.
I got closer and closer.
No. What the fuck? Do I go out the door? Oh no, I don't want to go towards the bed.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Hey yo. Oh my, bruh. 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 Okay, I'm out here now.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Built 1937, Sven
Her
Finch.
room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Interesting. It seems like people in this family die a lot.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
She could have
When
died.
Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I like the pink bathroom. Chair in the shower.
It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret. Very slick.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I'm not missing something, right? Milton was here. This is the room that was shared with the dead brother Calvin, I believe. 80% sure Calvin was the dead one.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is such a cool bedroom. Nice room. What does remain of Eden Finch? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Right now we're learning what remains of her
How
family.
I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
This is the scene I know.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
He's gonna do it.
then maybe he'd still be here.
Man, the chains should have
But
buckled
I
by
doubt.
now. The chains are staying way too...
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story.
I actually got chills during that scene. I can't tell if my room's just cold or if that was just really cool. So, even though it's a I guess indie is the right word to use. I know it's not a big studio name. This is just like the sound design and the writing and just the artwork is really cool, and I really like that. Like, that's awesome.
Felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
This game is fog, I'm telling you. Yeah.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Hello? Oh. Moving my mouse. It's like fucking Unraveled. Basic game with such good storytelling. I haven't played Unraveled. Hello? Oh, up. Gotcha. That's a cool hidden door.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I want to go through. Or, if I go out here, does it unlock one that I can go into in the future?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
It's the little girl that died at 16.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Was she? Kind of seems like she was. I mean, looking at
Of all the
this room.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I don't want...
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Trying to check my angles.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
I never hit him, by the way.
Barb, relax.
I never clicked it.
I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I think Walter is dead. I'm looking at the next panel here. I don't like where this is going. I don't like that either. I don't like this.
Walter, are you there?
Hello?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. been opened in years. The hinges groan.
Smack him! Whack him! Yo, get this guy!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Why is she so slow? We can beat his ass. No way he's not there and then I turn the corner and he yonks me. No way he's not there and then I turn the corner and he yonks me. There's no way that I turn this corner and he yonks me.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
There's...
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. When she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen, she was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That is very Twilight Zone-esque. That entire thing. It reminds me of Twilight Zone. It reminds me of, oddly enough, the was it the Goosebumps movie? I think that's not even streaming Juice's favorite game, Sleepers in Chat. Okay. I think I'm thinking of the Goosebumps movie. Right? That's the one they set up for a second.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Scary Stories and yeah, Scary Stories. I don't know if there's actually any more to it. Any more to
Edie's
the title.
father Odin built the original house. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Too many pogs, too many pogs.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that now. Thanks for reminding me, game. One man spam word chat. Not looking forward to this, by the way.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus shots aren't that bad.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I must say, it's very convenient that that paint camera's there. A little dark, don't you guys think?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
It's taking a while to open. Do I crank my DPI just for this? Walter put their hands.
That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Just drink all those peaches.
But if you wait long enough,
I didn't check
you get used to anything.
97. Nice stringer. Thanks for the highlight, Rohan. Redeeming those channel points. Very cool.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
God, it takes so long to open, dude.
Almost friendly.
I'll get some channel rewards going soon.
And then one day, everything just
Here's your 76
stopped.
to 2005. I'm cranking the DPI for this one. Oh, it doesn't do anything.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Dude, my mouse is just...
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
True.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
I think it had to take a while for the story reasons.
I know it's out
what he was
there
saying.
somewhere.
Pacing and timing. Could have made it more fluid though.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
We all knew that that was gonna happen. None of us wanted it though. That's sad. That's so sad. Well, I'm gonna continue this game. I'm gonna continue playing it on my stream, but this VOD is going to be clipped and shipped to my YouTube channel. So if you're watching it on YouTube, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2. If you're watching on the stream, let's get back to it.